Hi everyone! So the next section we're going to look at within our unit on trig is about angles and something called the unit circle, which is super important as you learn about trig, and basically everything revolves around this unit circle that we're going to look at. This video is just going to be about angles. The next video is going to be on the unit circle. So let's talk a little bit about angles. So an angle in standard position in the coordinate plane if its vertex is located at the origin, and then the other side of the angle needs to be on the positive x-axis. So what angles look like in standard position? So we have some vocab here for you. In standard position is if one of the sides of the angle, which is called the initial side, you want to know that term, is on the positive x-axis, so one side of the angle always has to be here, and then the other angle, the other side of the angle is called the terminal side, and that can be anywhere around the origin. But the corner here, the vertex is going to be at the origin. This is the side that moves. This could be anywhere, right, depending on how big or small the angle is. The initial side has to be on the positive x-axis, okay, and we want to know those vocab words. So let's talk about some general things about the coordinate plane here. So we should know this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, here is 3, and this is quadrant 4. So we should know what quadrants the numbers fall into. I kind of just do like a C, you know, like pretend you're drawing a C, and that's the order they go in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's talk about some degrees that we know are in each quadrant. So here, that's our initial side. That's at 0. This is a right angle, right? So if I go all the way up here, this is 90 degrees. If I go another 90 degrees, because it's another right angle, it'll be 180 degrees. If I go another 90, because I have another right angle, it'll be 270 degrees. And if I go another right angle, it'll be another 90 degrees, brings me to 360 degrees back at the beginning. So that side, this side, the positive x-axis, really represents two measures, 0 degrees and 36 degrees. And truly, this could keep going around. I could add 90 again, and this would be 450 degrees. Then I could get 540 degrees, and then again and again. Really, it could go around infinite amount of times. So what we need to be able to do is draw angles. So let's say, for example, I wanted to draw an angle of 110 degrees. Okay, 110 degrees. So if I do that, I need to start with my initial side on the positive x-axis, and then my terminal side falls where 110 degrees would fall. So in between the first quadrant, I have 0 to 90 degrees. My second quadrant, I have 90 to 180 degrees. So when I draw the terminal side of a 110 degree angle, I'm not going to draw it closer to the 180. I'm going to draw it closer to the 90 degrees. So I'm going to draw it about here. And that's too even. Let's go about here. That's going to give me an angle of 110 degrees. So we're going to practice doing this today. Okay? And this is my initial side, this is my terminal side. So when we do this, we want to, let's go like this. Let's bring this back up. The first thing we want to do is label, right? I want to label, and that's the first thing you want to do. I want to label 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. And then I want to draw my initial side. And I'm going to find my terminal side by looking at the angle. So I'm going to try to draw a 220 degree angle. It's not in the first quadrant, not in the second quadrant. It'll be a little bit into this third quadrant here, because it'll be between 180 and 270. So I'm going to draw it about here. And then we have to go like this to show which part of the angle we're working with. If not, we could be confused and think we're looking at down here. So here is my 220 degree angle. Okay, we can do another one again, we want to label our sides 0, 360, 90, 180, and 270. Here I want to draw a 280-degree angle. So I have my initial side on the positive x-axis, and I look at the degrees. Where is 280 going to fall? A little bit past this 270 degrees. There I have 280 degrees. Okay, so something that we have been working with so far, we've only been drawing positive angles. Okay, positive angles, hopefully we can note, they go counterclockwise. Okay, notice I go 0, 90, 180, 270. That's a counterclockwise motion. Okay, 410, notice 410 degrees. So remember, I said it could go really around infinite amount of time. So 0 plus 90, 90 plus 90, 180. Add 90, this is going to bring me back. If I'm here at 360, add another 90. Well, this also represents 450 degrees. So where am I going to draw 410? How am I going to draw it? It starts at my initial side. I go around one time is 360, and then I need to go a little bit further to get 410, but not that much further, right? Because here gives me 450. And the way I represent that by drawing the angle is it's like a big swirl. I go around one time and then a little bit more, and that represents 410 degrees. Okay, so this is all about positive angles. What about negative angles? So negative angles, they go clockwise in a clockwise rotation. 0 is always here with that positive x-axis, but now I'm going down in a clockwise motion. So here's negative 90, negative 180, negative 270, negative 360. Again, I could go around again, but let's draw negative 100 degrees. I start with my initial side, always, whether we're doing positive or negative angles, push it downwards to negative 90, a little bit past negative 90, to give me negative 100 degree angle, and I want to label it this way. Okay, so that's the difference between a positive angle and a negative angle, and I'm going to pause here, and then the next video that you're going to watch still within this lesson is going to talk about a new vocab word, a reference angle, and you guys are going to practice drawing these in the practice section. Keep it up, guys. Awesome job.